Does anyone see what the first ingredient is?
Yes.
What is it?
The first ingredient is it 5 cups rolled oats?
Okay, 5 cups rolled oats. So what I'm gonna do, normally what I do is I measure it by volume. And when I say volume, what that means is like cups, right? But what I'm actually gonna do, this is just, in my bowl is just some dust from the walnuts that I just added in here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to, I wanna figure out how much it weighs, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 5 cups of rolled oats and I'm gonna see how much it weighs. So you can see here that I have a scale and there's numbers here on the, oops, hang on. There we are, it's upside down. Ta-da, ta-da. See how there's numbers? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and let you see what the numbers are. So I'm gonna put the bowl on here. Okay. You can see the numbers right like that, right? Can you give me a thumb up if you can see the numbers? Is anyone watching? Is anyone here? Hello.
Nelson, you could unmute and actually talk, buddy. That would be really helpful.
It would be very helpful. Can you see the numbers on the scale, Nelson?
Kind of.
Okay. About how about now?
Yeah.
Okay. What's it say?
2.
All right. So I'm gonna press this button and this button sets it to 0. Okay.
Okay.
And so now it doesn't take into account how much the bowl weighs. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 5 cups in the bowl, but I'm going to do it 1 cup at a time. Okay. So I'm putting in 1 cup. Okay. What do you see, Nelson?
99.
Okay, Nelson, what's your prediction? If I put 5 cups of rolled oats, how much do you think it's going to weigh?
About 500.
How do you know?
Because 99 is about 100.
Yeah.
500.
Okay, should we see if your prediction is right? Yes? Okay. So I'm going to put here another 1 cup. Okay. Okay, 1. So that's 2 cups total. Here's 3 cups. Four cups. How many more cups do we need?
1 more.
1 more cup. And look at that. If you notice, it took my whole bag almost exactly. Okay, what does it read on the scale, Nelson?
502.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to write on my whiteboard how much the ingredients weigh. So I have 5 cups of oats. And how many grams was that?
502 grams.
502 grams. And thank you for saying the units. That's super important. So I have here 5 cups of oats is 502 grams. Okay. Who else is here? Mylene, are you here?
Te voy a poner este.
Is Mylene here? Is Christian here? Christian, are you here?
Yeah.
Christian, what's the second ingredient? Hello? I'm muting you because there's a lot of background noise. Thank you. What's the next ingredient after oats?
1 cup of sliced almonds.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm pressing my tare, it's called tare, T-A-R-E, and it goes back to 0, okay? So I'm gonna put 1 cup of oats, excuse me, not of oats, of almonds. Okay, Christian, do you have a prediction about how much it's gonna weigh? Is it gonna be heavier or lighter than a cup of oats?
I think a little bit heavier.
Okay, so about más o menos, how much do you think it's gonna weigh?
Like
1 cup of oats was 99 grams or almost 100 grams, right? So how much do you think if the almonds are going to be a little heavier, how much do you think it's going to weigh?
like from 101 grams to 105 grams.
You think it's going to be about 5 grams more?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Should we see if you're right?
Yeah.
All right. Bam. What do we got, Christian?
109
109 what? Puppies?
grams.
Grams. Okay. So 1 cup almonds. So was your prediction close or super far?
It's pretty close.
I think so too. What do other people think? Do people think Christian made a reasonable estimate? Okay. Hi, Isabella. Okay, now I have here some almonds and pecans, which are 2 different types of nuts. And I'm gonna add I'm gonna add 2 more cups of nuts. So we'll see how much this weighs. Christian, do you think that the almonds, excuse me, that the pecans and the walnuts are going to be heavier than the almonds or the same weight? What's your prediction?
Heavier.
Heavier. Okay, so how much do you think these are going to weigh? The almonds weighed 109 grams. How much do you think these are going to weigh?
Like 113
Okay,
grams.
Christian's prediction is 113. Isabella, how much a cup of almonds weighed 109 grams. How much do you think a cup of walnuts and pecans are going to weigh? What do you think, Isabella?
Let's see. Wait, can you repeat it?
So a cup of almonds weighed about it weighed 109 grams. Now we're doing walnuts and pecans. Bloop. Here they are. Do you think that's going to weigh more or less than the almonds? Christian's predicting it's going to weigh 113 grams. What do you think?
I think less.
You think less? Okay. How much do you think it's going to weigh?
I think it's gonna, or maybe the same thing.
Maybe the same. Okay.
Is you're using both items, or
Okay.
and you're putting them into 1 cup.
Awesome. Okay, let's see if you're right. All right. Oh no. So it says 220, but what did I forget to do? What did I forget to do?
To write down what you had.
I wrote down what I had. I had 109, right? But now I put in a cup of walnuts and pecans. And now it said the scale says 220. But does that mean that they weighed 220 grams? What does that mean? Christian, go for it.
You forgot to get rid of the cup of sliced almonds.
Yes, I did. I forgot to press the tare button. So how can I figure out how much? Now I know that it's 220, but how can I figure out how much? I know that it doesn't really weigh 220 grams. That's what it is when I added more, right? So type in the chat, what equation do I need to use to figure out how much that cup of walnuts and pecans weighs? Am I going to use addition, subtraction, multiplication, division? What do you think? Type it in the chat.
Subtraction?
Why subtraction?
Because we know how much there are total and how much before, but we don't know how much has been added.
Okay, so can anyone tell me what's the equation that I'm going to solve? I'm going to do what minus what? Type it in the chat. Okay, I see someone, Isabella, saying 220 minus 109. Everyone figure that out right now. What's 220 minus 109? When you have it, figure it out. When you have it, excuse me, type it in the chat. Estrella says 111. Do people agree or disagree? Agree, disagree? How can I know? I don't see anyone agreeing or disagreeing. Oh, Christian agrees. Okay. All right, 111. So I'm writing that next to my pecans. 111 grams. Okay, oops, almost wrote 11 grams. Okay, now I'm going to put another cup of nuts that's mixed. So it's some walnuts, some pecans, and then it's also going to be I have some pine nuts, which are the nuts that you get from a pine cone. And putting those in there. And I'm putting some sunflower seeds, which look like this. Bloop, little sunflower seeds. Okay, I remembered to set it back to 0. And let's see how much it's going to be. Ooh, this one's a little more. How much did this one weigh? Type it in the chat. Estrella, how much did this one weigh? Did this mixed nuts cup weigh? Oh. Are you there, Estrella?
Yeah,
How much did it weigh?
I forgot.
Look at the scale.
138 grams.
138 grams. And notice that she's also saying her units. It's really important. Okay, who can tell me what's the next step after the nuts? What's the next ingredient after the nuts? Estrella, do you have the ingredients pulled up?
No, my internet's slow.
No worries. Okay. Nelson Ramos, are you there? Nelson, are you there? Isabel, are you there? Can you see the ingredients?
Yes.
Okay. What's the ingredient after the nuts?
We need to add pumpkin seeds and pecans.
We're done with the nuts. We did the nuts after the nuts.
All that.
Can someone post the link for Isabella in the chat? Thanks, Christian. Isabella, the recipe's right there. Christian, can you tell me, do you know what the next ingredient is?
The next ingredient is
Who knows? Can anyone figure it out?
One teaspoon of salt.
I think something's missing before salt. I see 2.5. What?
Coconut flakes.
Coconut flakes. Okay. So 2.5 cups of coconut flakes. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to put 1 cup of coconut flakes, and then we're going to figure out how much 2.5 cups weighs. Okay. So here's 1 cup of coconut flakes. I'm going to put it at 0. All right. Okay. So 48 grams. Okay. I need 2.5 cups of coconut. So if 1 cup is 48 grams, is 48 grams. Okay. How much is 2 cups going to be? How much is 2 cups going to be? Go ahead and put it in the chat when you figure it out. 1 cup of coconut is 48 grams. So what is going to be 2 cups?
$96.
How do you know, Isabella?
I know that 4 plus 4 equals, I meant 40 plus 40 equals 8. And I know that 8 plus 8 equals 16. So I added that. I added 80 plus 16 equals 96.
Nice. And then, so I know that 2 cups are going to be 96. What's half a cup? How can I figure out how much is half a cup going to weigh? How much is half a cup going to weigh? Who can figure that out? Johnny, if 1 cup is 48 grams, what's half a cup going to weigh? Estrella, what do you think?
22 grams
Tell me how you got it.
because 48 divided by 2 is 20.
Is 20, what?
20, wait, 24?
Okay. Isabella, do you agree with her?
I agree.
Okay, so half a cup is 24 grams. Okay, so I know that 2 cups is going to be 96 grams. Half a cup is going to be 24 grams. What's 2.5 cups going to weigh? What's 2.5 cups going to weigh? Put it together. It's okay, she'll be back. What's 2.5 cups going to weigh? Nelson, put it in the chat. Who can help us out?
Well, so far I know that 96 plus 24 equals 1.
What's that going to be? 96 plus 24. What, dear?
120.
Do people agree or disagree? Johnny got 120 also. So did other people get 120? Yes, Nelson also got it. Okay, so 2.5 cups of coconut is going to be 120 grams. All right. Awesome. So now we have 2.5 cups of coconut. So I'm going to keep adding coconut until I get to 120 grams. All right. Can you tell me when I'm getting close, please? I'm not even measuring it. I'm just doing it like this. 220 is the magic number. Tell me when I'm getting close. Or sorry, 120. Oops. Am I close?
Stop. Right? Do it. A bit more.
A little more?
There.
All right. We're a gram over, but that's okay. Okay, I've finished with my dry ingredients. Now, who can tell me what's the next thing I'm going to add? Does anyone know?
1 teaspoon of salt.
A teaspoon of salt. And then it says that I need to add a teaspoon of vanilla, but I had an accident in my kitchen and someone broke my bottle of vanilla and it was very tragic and sad.
Who broke it?
I don't have any vanilla. But I am gonna add a little bit of cinnamon, maybe like half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And what's next?
You need 1 to 1/2 cups currants or dried cherries.
Oh, I'm not gonna add those. I don't
Okay.
actually like those.
Then heat the oven to 300
Oh,
degrees.
I'm missing something very important. I'm missing a very important ingredient. Actually, 2 very important ingredients.
You need to honey and
Yes,
vegetable oil.
honey and vegetable oil. Okay, what I'm gonna use. All right, so I'm going to I was gonna do coconut oil, but I'm too lazy. So I'm just gonna use vegetable oil like it says in the recipe. And what I do here is I'm going to add first first what I'm gonna do, what I've learned over the years is that I'm gonna mix it. I'm gonna mix all of these dry ingredients together. Until it looks uniform. Does anyone remember what does uniform mean? We talked about it last time. What?
Complete.
You're on the right track, not complete. When everyone's wearing a uniform, what do you see?
Everybody's matching.
Yes. So everything is the same. So uniform when I'm cooking means that everything looks the same. Every time I stir it, I see the same amount of ingredients, right? Okay. So this is something else I've learned, which is that when I'm adding ingredients like honey, it's very, oh, Christian said copies. Yes, exactly. When I add honey, the honey is really hard to get out of the cup. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the oil first. And that way, when I put the honey in this cup, it doesn't stick to the cup. It's just gonna come right out. You'll see. You shall see. Oh, I forgot to look and see how much it weighs. Okay, I'm gonna see how much the honey weighs. Okay. Dumping it in. See how there's no honey left in my cup? Boop. That's because I put the oil in first. Okay, and how much does it weigh? 158 grams. Okay, so I wrote that down. I forgot to measure the oil, but I did remember to measure the honey. Okay, so now I'm gonna mix it up until it's, again, uniform. And then what do I do once I mix it all up? What do I do? Isabella, help me out.
Happen?
What do I do once I mix it?
Heat the oven. Wait, then add wet ingredients.
That was the honey and the oil and the vanilla, but I don't have vanilla.
Cover 2 pans with parchment paper. Put granola in pans 1 to 3 inches thick and bake.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. Office hours is over. You're welcome to stick around and watch me spread this on a pan and put it in the oven.
Bye. I'm headed out, you guys. I'll see you at Bookworms meeting from 2 to 3 today, 681-379-666. Bye.
Bye, Miss Gangapane.
Bye.
I got Nelson, Christian, and Johnny. Johnny, Christian, and Nelson. Do you like granola, Christian?
I like granola bars.
You like granola bars. Have you ever had homemade granola?
No.
It's delicious. Maybe someday I'll bring you some. Oops. Okay. Okay. Oops. All right, it's going in the oven. That's all we got. Okay. Thanks for joining, boys. You guys are awesome. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.